and I would say that was a really heartbroken time, and I was really emotional. I used to think I would be not able to move and live maybe like a comfortable life and give my family also like a comfortable life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really worried. But
Yeah, hello Rajesh. Good evening. Welcome to the session. I'm really sorry for the delay because I was facing a technical glitch and still I'm not sure if it is working well or not. But yeah, welcome to the session. I'm super happy to have you here today and looking forward to the lovely conversation with you. How are you?
I'm doing great, and thank you for asking. And it is not a big problem, ma'am. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah. And what about you, ma'am?
Yeah, I'm also doing great. Thank you so much for asking. I know it's not a big thing, but when somebody waits for 20 minutes, it's a huge thing, right?
Maybe you had a busy schedule, and that's the reason you did not like appear
Mm-hmm.
here on Zoom application. So yeah, it's okay, ma'am.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about yourself since we are meeting for the very first time.
Okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity. I'm Rajesh, and basically I'm from Nepal.
Mm-hmm.
Currently, I'm talking to you from Saudi Arabia, where I have been working at a restaurant as well as coffee shop as a waiter.
Mm-hmm.
And talking about my schooling, I have done plus two, and after that, I had to drop out my schooling. It's all because of financial crisis,
Mm-hmm.
and then I had to take my family responsibility, and then I moved in Saudi. So it's been
Okay.
more than 3.5 years I'm here.
Mm-hmm.
A- And
Wow.
yeah, that's it. And would you like to share something else about yourself?
Yeah, sure. Before that, I would like to know, do you get free time, leisure time, and do you pursue any kind of particular hobby?
I say right now I don't have any kinds of a hobby, but I would say English. It has become my part of my life. So
Mm-hmm.
now I'm working on English, and it is my hobby, I would say. And simultaneously, I'm working on my physical. So yeah, that is.
So specifically when it comes to physics, maybe you must be hitting the gym, right?
I'm hitting the gym, but as I'm not able to afford money, so I do exercise in my room. So
Okay.
I spend only maybe 30 minutes, sometimes 1 hours. So
One
yeah,
hour.
that's a why.
Okay.
Yeah, 1 hours. Yeah.
Okay, as you mentioned that you are working currently on your English. So when it comes to working on English, there are certain areas that we need to focus upon. So what you are targeting these days?
Okay, I would say I'm not liking for like making sentence structures and maybe like when I have to use grammars or
Mm-hmm.
even convey my thought, I can do that. But talking about my confident level, it's always I can say I'm lacking for that. It's no
Mm-hmm.
matter like how much I'm doing practicing in a day.
Mm-hmm.
Just like before this session, I had 2 or 3 sessions on audio call, so
Okay.
I can feel more confidence while talking with you. So I did, but even then, I can say I have a just little bit like a nervousness or hesitate, but even then, it's okay. Seems like now.
That's great. So particularly you are conscious about your hesitation and upgrading your confidence level.
Yeah,
Hmm.
absolutely, man. And
So
that's the
it
reason
means,
I thought like
yeah,
okay.
go on.
And that's the reason I thought like having conversation on video call that would be better way to overcome these kinds of fear. And due to I have started these kinds of journey, I would say just a few weeks back. So
Hmm.
if I'll tell you my story, like just leave it like when first times I had a conversation on video call, I'd
Mm-hmm.
say it was really terrible. I was
Okay.
not able to speak, and I used to feel so much nervous, hesitate. But
Mm-hmm.
even then, sir, I try my best to perform my 100%, and I did even then. And gradually, I have improved. So far, maybe I had maybe 10 or 15 conversation, and now I
Mm-hmm.
can say it's really like helping me a lot to overcome these kinds of fear.
Okay, that's something motivating that somehow when you started talking to people over video calls, those video sessions helped you. And I'm happy and congratulations that you have taken this initiative for yourself because you for yourself is the most essential and most precious thing in the world, right? And when it comes to working on ourselves, we should always take very seriously and we should always respect ourselves. And I would like to know, like, who was the first person you talked with over a video call?
I had a conversation. I really don't know about her lady's name, but she
Mm-hmm.
was from maybe Jharkhand like that.
Okay.
So I had a conversation with her, and it was really amazing. She wanted to make me comfortable while having
Mm-hmm.
conversation with her, but
Mm-hmm.
because of my nervousness, I was not able to express my thought. However, I used to know how to speak, how to give my like convey my thought toward other person, but the lack of
Mm-hmm.
confidence, I was not able to do that. But even then, it went good. I did my
Mm-hmm.
100%, I'd say.
Great,
And
great.
yeah,
I think your confidence level also has, I would say, elevated in just 12, 10 to 12 sessions. So it means we can consider that one on one live sessions, one on one conversational sessions really help people elevate your confidence as well as polish their communication skill. Great. Okay. So you asked about me. So, as you know, my name is
yes, ma'am.
Roshni. I come from a very small village in Rajasthan, and which is located on the border of Punjab and very near to the border of Pakistan too. So, if I talk about my qualification, I have done my graduation in Korean language. I think you must have heard this thing in my a lot of videos.
Yes.
Currently, I am a full time YouTuber as well as I provide sessions to people who are beginners and intermediates and would love to spread the knowledge, the little bit knowledge I have. That's all. Apart from this, if I talk about my, time, free time, leisure time, I mostly prefer reading books. This is something which I enjoy always without failing or without feeling that monotonous or bored. So that's all about me. Anything that you would like to ask?
It's really great, I would say. And also, I have been watching your video since long time, maybe. And that's how
Okay.
I have learned. Because
Mm-hmm.
like I had no idea initially how to work on communication skill, what kinds of strategy I should follow. Just
Mm-hmm.
by watching your conversation videos on YouTube channel, I have improved a lot. And I am the person who spend a lot of times just watching a conversation video podcast like that's more than like 3 or 4 hours I spend times.
Wow. Mm-hmm. So in the last 3 years, you didn't come to like your home, like you didn't visit your home, your family?
I'd say I wanted to go just maybe like a 2 or 3 months before in my
Mm-hmm.
hometown. But
Mm-hmm.
when I think about my struggle and like a poverty life,
Mm-hmm.
which I had to face when I was in Nepal, so I stopped myself. However, like just 2 or 3 months back, one of my sisters she got married, and I was really interested to go. But even then, I stopped myself. And yeah, and I did not go, and I'll go maybe after completing 5 years. So yeah, that is only my, I can say, a small target, so I can become just little like a financially stable, and I can make my future just little like a bright. So yeah, that's the reason I did not go.
I think there's a lot of pressure on boys' shoulder to become successful and to earn a lot and to earn handsome, you know, have a handsome salary. And I think a lot of because of that pressure there, I can feel that there's a huge pain behind it. Like you are not able to attend your sister's marriage and you are not able to visit your family. Okay, I should not touch that, your emotional part. I think I should follow with the
No, no, no.
English learning stuff. Okay. Let's
I'm
discuss something.
comfortable with that.
No,
No problem.
I have lived outside for so long, like around
Mhm.
like I did my schooling from boarding school, and then my college was also like I stayed in the hostels. So I know how it feels, though it was just in my own country. Like I was here itself during school too. Like it's my school is just far. From here, it takes only 2 hours to reach to that boarding school. But still, I know how it feels when you are staying apart or far from your family. So I know. Okay, I would like to know what exactly you did during lockdown, if you are comfortable sharing.
Okay, during lockdowns, I would say like I'm the person I was not a study like at that moment because of like a family pressure. Not
Mm-hmm.
like it was not family pressure. I would say it was my family responsibility. I had to take that moment. So
Hmm.
that times I used to do work maybe some in other like a people field or in industry. So that's how like I have spend my time. But
Mm-hmm.
after that, I thought like just staying in Nepal, might I would be not able to make
Mm-hmm.
money, and might I'm going to feel like I'm going to struggle so much in my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I have taken uh, this kinds of decision to move in abroad and
Mm-hmm.
Saudi Arabia. So I came here during a lockdown. Like
Mm-hmm.
when lockdown was over, that moment I was trying to move in Saudi Arabia. But if I'll tell you that moment, what kinds of struggle I had to face.
Mm-hmm.
So when I wanted to move in Saudi Arabia, I was
Mm-hmm.
not able to speak this language, and due to I was rejected by two or three interview,
Mm-hmm.
and I would say that was a really heartbroken time, and I was really emotional. I used to think I would be not able to move and live maybe like a comfortable life and give my family also like a comfortable life.
Mm-hmm.
So I was really worried. But even then, I had a desirable to like a desire to move in Saudi Arabia anyhow, so I
Mm-hmm.
can become financially stable. So I thought if English it is a barrier for me, then why I should not work on it? So I started to listen a lot, English content more than 2 or 3 4 hours, and
Wow.
throughout of day I had to do work in
Mm-hmm.
industry and in other people field, because
Mm-hmm.
as a villager might you not get a better opportunity. So
Mm-hmm.
as I had no education, I had no any skills. So always I used to do in industry 8 hour 10 hour, and from there I used to make only 10 to 12,000 money. So
Mm-hmm.
that was really not enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So as I started to work on communication skill, then I was able to understand how people they are sharing their thought and conveying their message toward other person. But even then I was not able to speak. So I
Mm-hmm.
started to how I can introduce myself in front of other person.
Mm-hmm.
So I prepared myself, and then I gave interview, and
Mm-hmm.
fortunately I got selected, and
Wow.
that's how I moved in Saudi Arabia. So also initially moment it was really hard, but even then I have put it my 100% to learn this language.
Mm-hmm.
But my real English learning journey, it has started when I came in Saudi Arabia. So
Mm-hmm.
here I had a Wi-Fi, I had a time also, everything I
Mm-hmm.
started to get. So I
Mm-hmm.
thought let's work on it, and here also I came across some application where I started to spend my times on audio call only, not video call,
Mm-hmm.
because I had a many audio calls. Sorry for that. I had a 2 or 3 application where I used to spend time to
Mm-hmm.
talk with a co-learner, so I can feel more comfortable and more fluent maybe. But
Mm-hmm.
initially, know anyone they are good at, and
Mm-hmm.
to be honest, I was not able to speak with anyone. But even then, I did not give up. I thought
Mm-hmm.
if I have a fear of talking with a person, I should take these kinds of silence or risks, and
Mm-hmm.
I work on it. And if you are not able to speak perfectly, my people they are not going to interest to talk with you.
Mm-hmm.
So same problem I faced.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought if people they don't want to talk with me, then I should talk by myself, in front of mirror recording myself.
Mm-hmm.
So I did so many things to improve this language, and I'd say lots of struggle also I had to face. So yeah.
Yeah, such an
So
inspiration for many people out there, I would say. People who are watching this video will learn a lot and will get inspired because when you moved there you faced a lot of difficulty, and when it comes to learning the language I think we have similar kind of story maybe, because when I was not very good at English I also struggled with the same things. Like I also faced the same issues, like people are not talking to me. I wasn't able to make a lot of friends. I wasn't able to speak up, though I had a lot of things in my brain always, but I wasn't able to because of the language barrier. And again, when somebody is struggling already with that poverty thing or with the financial things, and then moves to the another country, nobody knows, nobody talks, and lacking in the language and not able to crack the interview. At the same time, when you are there to build your future, you are working there for bright future, but nothing is working, in your favor, then it's really really tough to stay motivated and maintain that consistency and show up every day and put in hard work and soul and your, entire thing into that particular thing to just achieve this fluency and become confident. This is such an inspiration for many people, I would say. And I salute you. I just appreciate you that you did it. You didn't give up, because this is one which, helps people to, achieve anything in life. They want to acquire anything in life. This is the one thing which is never ever give up and be resilient. Whatever happens to you, just let that happen, but just, face it later. Like, face, you should have that faith in yourself that one day I will be able to overcome it, by hook or crook, whatever you want to use, whatever the resources. And the good thing, another good thing about you is that you used social media, the resources you got very beautifully. Like, you leveraged all the, resources you got in your way. Otherwise, what happens? I have seen many people who have equal adequate resources in their, they also got the exposure to equal adequate resources, but they are not making full use of it. They are misusing it, and again they complain that I'm not able to learn English, I'm not able to speak fluently, because it needs your persistent consistent efforts, and your dedication is the only thing that can help you, and self motivation and the reason behind it. You also had the great reason behind it. Like, I don't have any other option except learning this language. Only this can help you pursue your career and make a bright future. So you did a great job, and I appreciate that you did it. And I'm happy that I
Yeah,
met you today, where you share like many hours you spend over listening and watching people and observing, just like me. It seems like you are telling my story to me. Like, you are watching to people for many hours, 4 to 5 hours, and then you are observing them, and then you are really analyzing like how people are delivering their points, their thoughts, and their point of views, and all the things I have done. So I'm able to resonate entirely with you.
yeah, absolutely. Because like listening, it's really helped me a lot, man. And
Mm-hmm.
also like I kept motivated myself just like when I think about my past and my
Mm-hmm.
struggle, then that kept me motivated and keep consistency to learn this
Mm-hmm.
language. I know
Mm-hmm.
like sometimes like many people they do procrastination. I also wanted to do, but when I used to like remember those past, like I used to do work in like a 40 or 45-degree temperatures hot, then I realized like no, I have to work on it. I have to learn
Mm-hmm.
this language so I can get a better opportunity in upcoming day. And
Mm-hmm.
because of also these things now you might know about, or I really don't know about this thing, but I have also started my own small YouTube channel, and there I started to make a solo video some
Okay.
sort. And nowadays is I'm having conversation, so I upload these kinds of video too. So
Hmm.
it's all because of English I have started these kinds of things so I can improve myself, and simultaneously whoever going to watch my video they can also get something else from there.
True.
So
That's just so true, because that's how I started my journey. When I started talking to people, like especially with tutors I started my journey with. So when I shared that content over YouTube, that helped me to just face my fear. Gradually, it helped me to just mitigate my fear entirely. I wasn't thinking of people. I wasn't thinking of what how people will perceive me, what kind of comments I would get, or how would I react, or how would I perceive, and anything, nothing. I didn't think of these things. At the same time, I had this positive attitude and thought that people would learn a lot from these videos, and that happened actually, and people are still learning from all of my videos, like whether they are posted a year ago or if they are posted now. So I'm very happy that you also have taken that particular initiative, and if you maintain the consistency over YouTube to the same dedication, the same, perseverance and consistency, if you maintain there too, I am sure that you would get great success over YouTube too. So do the same thing over YouTube too. Okay, keep showing, keep upgrading yourself, and keep motivating people. Just be authentic and be real and be dedicated to yourself, to your audience, and spread that positivity, because many people, I have seen many people give up in between. So I think we
yes, ma'am.
are there to help them to stay motivated and restart and become really resilient, because this is the life. Everybody faces the same thing. Everybody goes through a lot of ups and downs. Yeah, everybody's story is entirely different. Nobody's story matches. But we all have to become resilient. We all have to become, a little more assertive when it comes to mastering anything. This is in our hands. No matter how much free time you have, no matter how much difficult it is, but over time, if you are showing up every single day, that gives results. Yeah. So it's great that you have started. I would like to know, how many subscribers do you have and how long have you been doing it?
I'd say just recently I have started maybe like 2 or 3 months before. So I have just few subscribed, maybe 158.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm not that much of consistent. However, I want to be consistent, but
Mm-hmm.
lack of having a conversation, I would say. Like I had no laptop just a few days back, but
Hmm.
2 days or 3 days back, just I bought laptop and this headphone too,
Wow.
so I can have conversation on Zoom application, and I can upload these kinds of video on my YouTube channel. So yeah.
That's fantastic. That's great that you have taken this initiative for yourself and invested for yourself in yourself. Great thing. And no, wow, it's really inspiring that you purchased laptop just to pursue your, this career over YouTube. And I also started in the same manner. I remember I had only one small phone. I started with that. Then I purchased a laptop. Then I started with that. Now things have evolved, and there is still room for improvement in both the things, whether it is about English or it is about YouTube or related to this. So, when it comes to communication and improving English, there are certain areas, and specifically, I'm very fond of talking about reading, as we already have talked about listening a lot, a little bit. But what is your view over reading? Do you spend time with books? Do you, talk to them? Do you travel with them?
Okay, I would love to share that. So I would say I do reading practicing in the morning time. Even
Mm-hmm.
and that's reading practicing only I do when I go to at a work. So that time, so I get some free time. So I try to listen something else, listen some
Mm.
uh maybe like a paragraph like that's like I don't have any book. So I go to
Mm-hmm.
in ChatGPT and there I search like any specific topic and then I started to read. So
Wow.
yeah, that's how I'm doing reading practicing. And I don't want to like spend money when and like if I want to spend like for book, it is a good, but I can get like everything else in ChatGPT, so I don't want to spend money for that.
Yeah, that's your personal choice, and it depends on everybody's, own circumstances, like they where they want to spend. The main thing is to learn,
Yeah,
whatever way
it is
you
a true,
use.
man.
Whatever way you use, it's like if you want to read a book, read a book. If you want to read just over chat gpt, because nowadays it is a boon, it is, I would say, a great thing that happened to this generation, that is like you can get information, plethora of information about anything over various platforms. So it's not a problem anymore that I don't have exposure or I don't have money to purchase books. You don't need, you just should have a burning desire in your heart or in your brain, in your soul, everywhere, so you can just, put your effort and give time to this thing. I know it's you also would agree that it is a little monotonous. At times we feel like I don't want to do it. At times we feel like I want to give up. At times we face a lot of difficulties and challenges and we don't feel motivated to. But then that is the particular time we have to, back ourselves up, or that is the particular time we have to have that introspection and little positive conversations with ourselves, which can help us, keep thriving.
And yeah, absolutely. Like initially when I started to do a reading practicing, I
Mm-hmm.
was like feeling like monotonous, and I used to think like it
True.
is really hard to keep consistency.
Mm-hmm.
So I can say I give up for like a few months. And again
Mm-hmm.
I thought if I will not read, might I'm not going to pronounce certain word perfectly, and even I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to learn vocabulary and how sentence has a structure. So that's the reason I started again, and it's been like a more than like a 3 or 4 month. I have
Mm-hmm.
inculcated these kinds of habit, and now
Wow.
I'm enjoying every day. Like whenever I go to at work, I try to read something else, and then I want to start my work. So yeah,
Mm.
it has become my habit, and I love to follow that. And I would say it is helping me a lot.
So relatable, so relatable. It happened with me too earlier. Like I remember during my school and college, I had huge library in my school, in my college. If Like in my school also we had this library where we used to go sit for hours, and I was kind of a kid where which who always just go through the pictures of magazine and the newspaper. I never ever read any book, any novel in Hindi itself. Never. I didn't touch that. I didn't have this habit of reading and spending time with books. And at the similarly, when I was in my college, there also I had big library in JNU. Like it's 8th floor big library, and you can get a lot of books there, you can grab a lot of knowledge. But I was not aware of this thing, though I saw people who had this habit of reading all the time, whether they are sitting on dhabas, whether they are sitting in a canteen, whether they are sitting in a library, the classroom, they had some or the other book in their hands, they kept reading. But I always was very, in my thinking itself, I always thought that how people kept reading these books which are not related to syllabus. Because syllabus for me was like you have to crack an examination, and that is why you have to read those books. That was mandatory. I didn't even enjoy those books too, but that was mandatory, so I read forcefully. But apart from that, I like there is a reason behind it, behind reading these books, the syllabus books. But apart from this, why people keep reading other books, why they have this interest and all. But later when I started, it was quite difficult, quite challenging. But then once I got that interest, it's still alive, and I'm damn sure that would never gonna die, never, until my last breath. I am sure about it now, because I can't live without reading, I can't live without my books. They are like my true close friends. So they call me when I don't read or when I don't touch them. They call me like, "You are forgetting us. Just come to us. Just read us like this." So it's like now it's a habit. Now I can call it's a habit. I have this habit of reading, because habit is something which you wanna quit, but you are not able to give up at all. That's your habit. So if I think now to quit reading, I cannot. Like that much, it is with me now.
I have also same habit like talking with a person on audio call. Like
Mm-hmm.
whenever I don't do practice, I really don't know like what's happened in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
Automatically, my mind it is started to like remembering me, like reminding me. You have
Mm-hmm.
to do practice anyhow. You have to, and like just different kinds of like a thought started to come. So
Mm.
that's the reason I spend a lot of time just talking with a co-learner on audio call, more than like 2 and 3 hours or so I spend, and that's how I have been improving.
More than two
And
hours
talking
on
about
speaking. Guys, you should
yes,
have that inspiration from him, that more than 2 hours on speaking. Apart from that, reading, listening, like many, many hours he has spent over mastering his communication and getting the desired results. So anybody who has proper time, or who has even less time too, they can separate, they can divide that particular, but show up every single day, because consistency definitely gives result over time. Yeah, go on.
yes, absolutely. And talking about like my school time, I'd say. So there's a like a, if you are from village side, so definitely you don't have a library for books. So we had not library and anything else. But
Mm-hmm.
talking about my like a journey in schools, it was really hard. I'd say I was a really introvert kind of person, and talking about English subject, I
Mm-hmm.
was not able to even get a 30 or 35% mark. But
Mhm.
I would say even then I passed 12, passed out 12 anyhow. But
Mhm.
learning spoken English, I never thought I would be able to speak this language. But because of just thinking about my family problem, struggles, and this kinds of like poverty, when I think about that, I can say helped me a lot to keep motivated and learn anyhow, no
So
matter like
true.
what kinds of like circumstances will become on your
Mhm.
path or on your goal. I
Mhm.
know I have seen like here's lots of like even criticisms and judgment. Like when
Mhm.
I have started to learn this language, people always used to judge me and criticize me. But
Mhm.
even then, I did not think about other person.
Mhm.
Whatever like they were like saying about me, I thought let them like say. Just I
Yeah.
kept focus on my thing, and
Hmm.
that's how I have improved. And yeah,
I completely
so
agree. I completely agree. And people who just quit this thought of what people will say. If I get a negative comment, if people will judge me, let them judge. Only these people grow. I have met a lot of people like you who, had this kind of thought earlier, but then they overcame, and then they like, let them judge, let them laugh, let them do whatever they want to do. I am going to just master this now without thinking of
Yes,
any person. Because
yes.
see, they are not
Also,
going to change your
okay.
situation. You are the one who is going to change your situation. So why we always take their opinions and advice always serious? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, because like a other person opinion, you would be not able to change, but you can change
True.
your own opinion. Yeah, how you want to learn and
Hmm.
what you want to achieve, and why
Hmm.
English it is importance for you. Yeah,
Hmm.
so that's really going to help you. And I would say like this kinds of like a positive thought, it's helped me. Otherwise,
Hmm.
like listening other person all time. Like a judgment, criticism, and laughing, and just like a few months back, I was not able to like talk in front of my friend. And
Hmm.
nowadays, when I do practice on audio call, I speak in front of them. And now there is no judgment, even
No
they
fear
don't
at
think about.
all. Hmm.
Yeah, and fear I have reduced like I can say 100%, but still I have fear just on video call. So
Hmm.
now I can say I can face even on video calls, and
Hmm.
I can talk maybe. But
Yeah,
initially everything it is a hard, and it was hard for me also. And
I
but
am
I
able to
went through these kinds
resonate.
of
Yeah,
problem.
you will be able to overcome this fear too very soon, I'm sure. And you are already quite confident, and you are able to keep that smile and, talk in a well mannered. So I'm sure that soon you would be able to overcome this thing too. And I laughed a little bit when you were saying that. I know how I passed my, English exams during my school, because I am that same person who was not able to understand anything at all in English classes during my school days till 12th. I know how I passed those examinations, like always mugging up all the answers, and always when there was like, even the situation was very very worst, like when there was an unseen passages in the examination, I used to see the question first, read the question, and if there is any word which I can find in the passage itself, I used to match that word in the passage, and I used to write that answer from point 1 to point 2. That was my situation. I wasn't able to understand at all what is there in written in the passage, or questions always I mugged up and I wrote. So this is how I also. And when I completed my 12th, I thought I'd never, ever, ever touch English ever in my life. But I think it already, I don't know how, but yes, now I am just entirely with this language. So it has changed. The thing has changed entirely. Yeah.
Yeah, now way you were speaking, it is really amazing. I would say like it seems like I should listen like a lot.
Thank you
Because
so
like
much.
I have been watching you since a long times, and I really like yours like a conversation, and even where you are expressing your thought, and giving some message toward other person, it's really commendable, and I really like to watching you.
Thank you so much. It really means a lot to me. And so yes, we have been talking for so long. So if you have any other question, we can go with that. We have only a few minutes. And if you don't have, I would like to wind the session up right here with the huge thank you that you gave your time and you came here and you shared your journey. Your That will motivate many people out there, I believe.
And thank you for you gave me a time to talk, and I'm really delighted for that. So
Likewise,
thank
it
you for
was.
that.
Yeah, yeah. Thank you so much. And have a great time ahead. And yeah, I would like to know the name of your YouTube channel. Can you mention that?
It's name similar to your YouTube channel. Let's thrive with Rajesh.
I think I
Let's
have
thrive with
seen in. Did you
Rajesh.
come? Did you come in my
Yeah, I
live sessions?
yes, I have been to in your like live session, and I have messaged you
Mm.
many times, ma'am. I want to have conversation with
Yeah,
you,
yeah. I
and
remember. I
there
got
also
comments
there
with
also
this name.
you wrote, yeah, you wrote like a let's thrive with Rajesh, and you quite amazed. I saw
Yeah.
yours like a face.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's great. Yeah, I read that comment, and then that's why I recognized immediately, because there was the name of Thrive. And that is why I remember
Yes.
I saw that in my live session that somebody came with that name. Okay, then. Thank you so much for your time and for the insightful conversation. I really enjoyed and I really like the positive attitude you have. Keep up the same work, and you would very soon be able to mitigate this fear of video calls too. And all the very best for your bright future.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you.